Did it feel like deja vu from last year?
Yeah, I mean, after they scored, obviously it was, driving the field to score that last one. That wasn't the same as last year, but kicking that extra point, obviously we had already had 2 blocked. Obviously I think everyone was a little weary, to kick it or not, but we went with the decision to kick and just didn't fall into place.
Do you think it would have made a difference if you would have tried for 2?
That's obviously Coach Willis's decision. So we really don't know, but I guess we could have tried it, but who knows?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, came down to the end, I guess. I mean, obviously it wasn't in overtime this year, but they blocked the field goal at the end, which we had to stop them. Obviously, we had 3 timeouts at the end, and when we kicked that onside kick, they got it. We had to call a timeout 3 times, and we had 15 seconds left to score. We got 1 play down the field, and we basically ran a trick play, and obviously it didn't work.
It kind of seemed like defense was carrying offense, and this one defense came up with some big plays, and offense couldn't just carry that momentum. What were your thoughts?
Well, we went to halftime and we were up 13-7, or 13-6. So, we said, hey, we have enough points to win the game. So it falls on the defense. The offense might not have made some big plays, but it's kind of both sided. We gave up quite a bit of big plays in the second half. And I think that was, both of us just weren't making the plays we needed to.
Now you've been in Logan's shoes in this situation. How much pressure is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pressure. I mean, it's pressure on anybody. It's a tight game. You're losing like that, and you got to come back and score at the end to tie it at least. And then, there's no other feeling, losing by 1 point like that. I mean, no worse feeling losing by 1 point. And I felt it last year.
What's there to work on for next week and the rest of the conference?
We just got to get back to the basics and just figure out the mistakes that we made today. The conference is still up in the air. There's a lot of good teams, so we're still in this 100%. So we just got to get back, work on our mistakes, and come back stronger.
Is this a test of how tough the conference is going to be this year?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, you never know. I mean, obviously, we played good in the first quarter. We came out, we scored that touchdown. I don't know. It might have been in the second quarter, but we played the beginning hard and at the end hard. We just didn't play in the middle hard. But hey, I mean, the whole conference, there's a whole long season left. The conference just started today, and hey, if they're they're that team, then obviously it's going to be a tough season.